So right before I was about to start recording this, I broke my tripod. I was just adjusting it. It's been kind of dodgy for a while. I accidentally stepped on it because I'm a massive idiot a little while back, and the top kind of got a little bit bent, the plastic did, and it's kind of been a bit for a while, but I thought it was okay, and it's not okay. It's not okay. If I move it, like, at all, like, it's basically snapped. The camera's it could fall off at any time, so we'll just, we'll just be very, very still, very, very quiet and careful, and hope it doesn't fall off the bed. I literally had to order a new tripod just now, so, next time you see a vlog, it'll be in a brand new tripod setting. Maybe you'll notice no difference, but I will. I will feel a lot better about myself and my my setup. Anyway, after that weird intro, we are here with another vlog. It's been a while since I've done a chatty vlog. The last several vlogs have been announcements for To The Moon and for Patreon and things like that. Now, they're all kind of important stuff, so if you haven't checked them out, then I'd really appreciate it if you could, because they have been important vlogs. But I haven't done, like, a chatty vlog with you for a while, and that's mainly because I've been busy with life and haven't really had much of a chance to, like, I haven't really had much happen to chat about, which sounds kind of but, like, I've been working on deadlines for uni and things like that, and I'm coming to my final deadline now. I just handed in my penultimate deadline yesterday. I'm recording this on the 21st, and my last deadline is until the 2nd of June. So I've got a while until, my last deadline, but it's weird that I'm so close to the end, and it's kind of, I've been working so solidly, like, in uni almost every day with my friends for the past, like, month or two, and it's kind of crazy. I'm, like, really getting worn down by it quite a lot, so it's been very hectic, but it kind of made me sort of reflect a bit on balance, that big word that can mean so many different things, balance. And so I kind of wanted to just talk about that for a bit and just talking about what I've been up to and things like that, because a lot of people know that I'm an incredibly busy person. A lot of my friends know that, my family knows that, online I talk about, there is an ambulance going by, I talk about how busy I often am, and I get a lot of people asking, like, how do you do it? How do you balance things? You're so crazy busy. Are you not exhausted? And the answer is yes. Yes, I'm very exhausted. It's kind of something that's happened in the past year and a half or so. For those of you who've been around for a while or know, I kind of went through a really bad spell in January and February. And it was kind of around that time, I would say maybe March last year, when something sort of clicked in my mind and I started to get really busy and really involved in things. Maybe in February, actually, probably earlier February. I started getting involved in more society things at uni. I started hanging out with friends more and going out more with them and just doing more with them. And I kind of started going back to YouTube a lot more. I think it mainly started with streaming more than YouTube at first. It had been a while since I had done anything majorly YouTube-y. I'd kind of done uploading odd things. Sometimes I go a week or two without uploading, especially in most of second year of uni. Just because I really wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling motivated. I wasn't, I was trying to focus on, it was weird. I kind of felt everything had gone out of balance then, but in a weird way. It's like as though I'd picked everything up from my life and just dropped it on the floor. Because friends, I wasn't hanging out with friends as much as I should have been, especially IRL friends. I felt like I was really not getting the most out of hanging out with my IRL friends at uni. Online friends, I was fairly tight with quite a few people, but I still felt like I was slipping out of touch with people a bit. Especially, like, I can name, a few friends which I really slipped out of touch with in second year of uni. Work at uni was and family. Work and uni and family are the kind of two things I mainly focused on and felt like were the only things I still had in my hands. I was working hard at uni and at work at uni, and I was talking a lot to my family because I felt so low. And YouTube really got thrown off and dropped on the floor as well, and streaming, there would go a couple of weeks where I wouldn't stream at least. There would be a couple of weeks sometimes where I wouldn't upload anything, and I really kind of retreated and fell back with that kind of aspect of my life, and that was a really imbalanced time. And so I did probably what isn't the healthiest or wisest thing to do, especially if you want to conserve energy, and I kind of picked it all up again, all at the same time. So it was around, I would say, this time, maybe a few weeks before, maybe like kind of April time last year, I think, when I started streaming more regularly again, and getting, like, trying to up my streaming game, trying to get, like, Twitch notifications sorted and, like, streaming slates sorted and things like that. YouTube I was trying to get back into as well, as much as I could. I was trying to record things, even if it was just single player stuff, because I was still kind of bad at asking people about co-op, but I was still getting things done. And I was really trying to keep my uploading thing going. I was hanging out with more friends at uni. I was doing a lot more society stuff, and I was getting involved in everything. And that's why I was so busy and so exhausted, and I still am. I'm still very busy and very exhausted, and people still ask me, how do you do it? I think even my parents, it's kind of a nice feeling in a way, because I'm looking at my YouTube channel now, and this time last year, I was really unhappy. I mean, I had about 2,000 subscribers. I've been sitting at 2,000 subscribers for a couple of years now. Kind of a couple of years ago, when I was part of things like the Minecraft fan server, I, gained quite a few views and subscribers very, quickly, just because I was in that kind of circle of knowing people, and I was also kind of uploading quite regularly because I didn't have uni to worry about. And then I just hit a bit of a wall kind of towards the end of first year of uni and most of second year of uni, where I really didn't upload that much. I felt like I lost my way in a lot of things in life, but in particular with YouTube, I'd lost my way with my content, and I just couldn't find that balance. I couldn't find what I wanted to do, and I feel like ever since about a year ago, I've been kind of like trying to stream more regularly and upload more regularly, and I've kind of fluctuated a bit depending on uni, but I'm really happy with where I am now. I did my Patreon relaunch last week, and the support has been incredible. I've already upped and hit a couple of goals and upped, the amount that, I'm being so kindly given per month. And that's so exciting because I can put it all back into the community. I'm going to be opening, a merchandise shop. I'm going to be taking ads off my YouTube videos, and it's all just incredibly exciting that it all seems to be kicking off more. I'm almost at 2,000 followers on Twitch, which is really crazy, because the growth has been so good for that. It was only about a year ago when I hit 1,000, and I'm still not as regular as I'd like to be, but I'm kind of upping it, and it's just nice to see growth on YouTube. I'm about to hit 2,300 followers, which, it seems like a weird milestone, but I was in the imbalance between 2,000 and 2,100 followers for a really long time, and hitting 2,200 was kind of like okay, I'm actually starting to gain subscribers now, but ever since then, I've been slowly gaining, and that's a really nice thing to see, the positive numbers again, the positive views. It makes me feel like I'm really doing something right, and I feel a lot more comfortable with my channel, and it's so strange, because when I think about all the things I've done this year, whether it's going to conventions, whether it's YouTube, whether it's streaming, whether it's uni, and hanging out with friends, IRL friends, and talking to online friends, and hanging out with family, it's crazy, the stuff that I do. And I'm not trying to brag or boast or be like, look at all these things that I've done. Like, it's more kind of like, I probably should stop. I probably do too much. And I do need to give myself a break now and then. And that's something which I'm really bad with, and something which I'm trying to work on. But it's just kind of, I really feel like I found that balance with my life, and coming out of uni is kind of a bit scary because I feel like that's going to throw it off again. I'm going to try my damn hardest to not let it throw it off again, especially with YouTube. I'm planning on moving to and living in Manchester. I'm planning on getting a regular job, whether that happens, after having a part-time job or for a while or not, who knows. But I'm planning on having some sort of regular schedule, which means I can have regular streams. I can have regular YouTube content, like properly regular, where I know I'm going to have nights off where I can stream. And that's so exciting to me because I feel like I'm just going to continue to grow. And you guys seem really excited about that too. I've been talking about it with you guys, talking about it with my Patreons and Discord, and talking about it with you guys while I've been streaming. And it's just a really exciting thing for me. And I finally feel like I found that balance mostly. I think, on reflection, kind of looking back, I think one of the things which I regret most is I feel like I've lost, especially in recent months, I've lost touch with a lot of my online friends. Not a lot of them, but I've lost touch with quite a few online friends simply because I have just been so incredibly busy and putting uni and my studies first. I have like the potential to get the highest kind of grade you can get at uni, and I've been really pushing for that. And whether I get it or not, I don't, whatever I get, but I know that I've worked hard for that at least, and I'd be kicking myself if I was spending my time, just on YouTube or Skyping people and stuff instead of really working hard on my studies, because I only have a couple of weeks left now, but I only had a few months left at the time, so I was really pushing myself. So I guess one of the regrets that I have the most about this is kind of losing touch with a few friends, and I'm really sorry if you're watching this. So we are someone, if you're someone who's lost touch with me, I've lost touch with you. I am really sorry about that. I'm trying to get better at talking to people again, because I tend to be the one who doesn't initiate conversations. I'll talk happily to people when they talk to me, but I tend to be really bad at like asking people, hey, how you doing? How's life? How's it going? And things like that. So I'm trying to get better at that. But there's things like Zeldathon. Zeldathon's coming up in a few weeks, which is absolutely insane that I'm going to that, and I'm so excited to meet so many people, and it's such an honor to be invited, and it's going to be a fantastic time. If you guys don't know what Zeldathon is, it's a week-long stream. So many Zelda games are played, so many donation rewards and punishments and stuff are had, and challenges, and it's, you know, it's just a wild ride, and I got to go to the States, which I haven't been back to since I was 12, even though I grew up there. And I haven't been to DC before, Pennsylvania before, and it's just so exciting to be able to have these opportunities. I'm going to try to go to Insomnia in the summer as well, and Brits and Butts will be coming up in the summer as well as that, which is our own charity marathon, and it just feels good to finally feel like I have a lot of things in balance. And yes, I'm kind of exhausted, but I think the passion of everything is kind of keeping me going, and there are some aspects of my life which I'm still kind of working on or kind of worried about, but then I feel like everybody does have aspects in their life that they're worried about, and you just got to kind of work through those troubles. And I think the motivation and happiness that this all gives me is kind of helping me to work through those troubling times. Now, going back to the original question in regards to, like, how do you balance your life, I would say I didn't necessarily do it the right way, in the sense that I've kind of picked everything up all at once, and as I said, like, it's kind of worked out okay for me, I feel, because I'm happy with where I am, but at the same time, I don't think it's the best way to do it, and I think, if you do pick up too much at once, you can end up hurting your back, and you might be back on your bum again, sitting there for a while, waiting to, heal enough to get strong and get balanced again. And I feel like just work on each aspect of your life one at a time, I would say. Start, rank them in order of importance, in order of time, and when they need to be done. For example, university, that was the thing which was important at the time. It's got a time restraint on it because deadlines, have to come in at certain times. So that's why that kind of came high up on my list. So you kind of have to put things in order of importance of when you want to work on them, and you start from the top with the most important, and you just work your way through. You don't have to finish one before you move on to the next one. I don't have to feel like I've reconnected with all my family before I start reconnecting with friends, or I don't have to start feeling like I'm on top of my university studies before I maybe stream once a day, a week, or something like that. Like, sometimes you need that kind of healthy balance of working on different things, because if you find yourself too concentrated on something, then I feel like you kind of just get a bit of tunnel vision, and then that's when you tend to neglect the other things in your life. Whereas if you just work on things a little bit and gradually, and concentrate on maybe a couple of things at once, you don't get that tunnel vision. I think you concentrate a lot better, and I think you kind of grow a lot better that way as well. I would say set yourself short-term goals, not big goals, not I want to make amends with my father after we haven't spoken for 10 years, or not, I'm going to finish this whole essay in a day, or I'm going to get that promotion by the end of the month. Set realistic goals. If, things aren't going to necessarily all happen at once. If you're thinking, I need to reconnect with my father, start by just ringing them up. Be like, I'm going to phone my father next week. Or maybe I'm going to phone my father once a month. If you're working towards getting better grades in uni, then maybe have a certain grade, which isn't the tip-top grade, but, one that's one higher than what you're doing now, and be like, I want to aim for that for this next essay, or for this essay I'm going to try and put 10 sources in instead of 5, or, maybe I'll spend this many hours working in the library. And it's just about finding that groove and finding that schedule that fits with you. And I think it's also, I'm a creature of habit, and I like having a schedule which I can stick to. And I'm getting a lot better at kind of being able to waver that a bit. So for example, some nights I will say I'm going to stream, and then maybe an IRL friend will invite me around for a film, and it's someone who I haven't talked to in a while, and I will say, sorry, I'm not streaming tonight, just because I feel like, okay, I know I said I was going to stream, that was in my schedule, but I recognize that I need to be able to, keep in touch with this friend, and I need a break from things sometime. Vice versa, sometimes I will work in university until late and miss streaming, or I'll come home early from university like I have today from working, and I'll think, okay, I need to record a vlog today. So it's all about finding that balance and finding that trade-off, and it's okay to sometimes neglect one thing for another, in the sense that, okay, I won't work for as long today so I can get some YouTube recording done, or okay, I'm going to go hang out with my friend and not stream tonight, but maybe the next night that happens, you say, no, I'm going to stream tonight instead. And it's all just about finding that balance and finding ways where things aren't going to conflict in your life, finding ways where you can have a healthy balance between a lot of different things. And if you're still struggling for that balance even after working through everything, that is the time where you find something to put on the back burner for a bit. So quite a few of my friends on YouTube, I'm gesturing towards my computer, all my friends are in the corner there, no, I'm gesturing towards my computer, I guess it's in the mirror. there a little bit, but you know, quite a few of my YouTube friends recently, online friends, they have taken breaks from YouTube, or they've said, okay, there's only one series going out, which is kind of all been pre-recorded right now, while I sort out my life. And sometimes it's, you know, family issues, sometimes it's friendship issues or other personal issues, sometimes it's health issues, sometimes it's just being tired and needing a break from YouTube. And I think that's okay, and I think it's healthy to take breaks from YouTube sometimes. Sometimes it's difficult to take complete breaks, and that's alright. Again, uploading just the one series or whatever, but I think it's important to recognize that, you know, if you are finding that imbalance in your life and you think, actually, I need some time to really concentrate on making, you know, amends with a certain person or with, you know, a situation, or really work hard on this deadline, it's okay to say, I need to take a break from this for a while, or I need to step away for a bit. I think as long as you're quite clear about it. So for example, say I'm working on a really busy uni deadline and I'm like, okay, I can't hang out with my friends right now as much as I want to, I really need to concentrate on this deadline, then just tell them, say, look, I'm going to be a bit distant for a while. It's not because I don't like you guys, it's not because I don't want to hang out with you, but it's because I need to work on this deadline, or it's because there's some illness in my family that I need to concentrate on, or even it's for my own health for a bit, I just need to concentrate on me for a bit. And if they're really your friends, or if they're really your family, and, you know, they'll understand. You know, viewers, you guys are so understanding of when people need to take breaks, and it's such a wonderful thing to see. So I think it's important, if you can't find that balance, no matter how hard you're trying, I think it is time to give up something, not permanently, for just for a little bit. It's okay to kind of say, I'm going to put that on the back burner for a bit. You know, I would say definitely set a time for it, because if you don't, that's when things start to slip away from you. That's what happened with me in YouTube. I kind of stepped away from YouTube for a bit to concentrate on uni and to concentrate on myself, and I didn't really set a time when I was going to come back to it. And as a result, I neglected it for far longer than I wanted to, and I'm still struggling to get back into the groove. I'm not struggling really as much anymore, but I was definitely struggling up until about Christmas time last year. So say, okay, I'll give myself a month, or okay, I'm going to give myself until the end of summer, and this summer is just going to be about me, and I'm going to come back to it fresh-faced for the autumn. Just something like that, I think, is really, really important. And I did a vlog a while back, which is about treating YouTube like a job, regardless of whether you make money from it or not, regardless of hours you put into it. Treat it like a job, and, you know, just like with jobs, even if you enjoy a job, if you're a director of, you know, a film, even then, and you're really enjoying it, you still need a break, you still need time off, and mostly people have weekends off and things like that. It's the same with YouTube. People don't take enough breaks, I feel. So I think it's important to kind of realize, okay, I'm concentrating a lot on YouTube right now, but I'm neglecting other things in my life. I need to step it back a bit, or I need to take a break. Even just a weekend off to spend time with family or friends is important. So yeah, I don't know, uni's been such a hectic time for me, and it's taught me so much about how to balance my life and balance myself, and I'm by no means an expert, and I'm by no means have everything balanced right now, but I'm feeling a lot better about my life and how everything is balanced than I have felt in a long time. And I'm really glad. I'm really busy, but I'm really glad. And that busyness is definitely going to die down once I graduate from uni. I won't have society stuff or deadlines. It'll just kind of be work, but that'll still be like a set schedule. And, you know, job hunting's going to be difficult, and it's going to take time, and it's going to take time out of my life. But it's, I don't know, things are going to settle down a bit, and I'm going to get a bit more time to, you know, sleep and things like that once uni's over, and I'm really going to push an extra couple of weeks. But yeah, I don't know, this wasn't really, it didn't really have a general point to it. I just kind of wanted to talk about me and my experiences, and kind of tried to roundabout way of answering questions which people always ask me. So I hope that was somewhat insightful to you guys. I've missed these vlogs. I've missed kind of doing chatty vlogs. I'm going to really try and do them a lot more. I'll probably pre-record a bunch for while I'm away at Zeldathon, along with a bunch of other content. There's a couple of new series coming your way soon, both of them co-op. In fact, both of them, there's 3 of them I can name which are co-op, which are going to be coming at slightly different times, so keep an eye out for that. There's exciting things in the works. And yeah, that's it for me for now. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye!